A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a shocking move that has sent ripples through the media landscape, President Donald Trump's administration began mass layoffs at Voice of America (VOA) and other U.S.-funded media outlets on Sunday. This decisive action underscores a clear intention to dismantle organizations that have long been viewed as critical to U.S. influence and soft power around the globe. Just a day after all employees were placed on administrative leave, numerous contractors received termination notices via email, informing them that their services would no longer be required effective March 31st. The email, which has been confirmed by several employees, instructed contractors to cease all work immediately and denied them access to any agency buildings or systems. This is particularly concerning as contractors constitute a significant portion of VOA's workforce, especially in non-English language services. Many of these contractors are not U.S. citizens and rely heavily on their jobs for visas to remain in the country. While full-time staff members at VOA, who enjoy greater legal protections, have not yet been terminated, they remain on administrative leave and have been instructed not to work. Established during World War II, VOA has expanded its reach to broadcast in 49 languages, aiming to deliver news and information to countries where media freedom is severely restricted. This latest move follows an executive order signed by Trump on Friday, targeting the parent organization of VOA, the U.S. Agency for Global Media, USAM, as part of his broader strategy to implement sweeping cuts to the federal government. In the 2023 fiscal year, the agency employed 3,384 individuals and had requested a budget of $950 million for the current fiscal year. As VOA finds itself in this precarious situation, some of its services have resorted to playing music due to a lack of new programming. The cuts do not stop at VOA. They also extend to other vital outlets such as Radio Free Europe/Radio Liberty, which was established during the Cold War to provide news to the former Soviet bloc, and Radio Free Asia, which was created to report on issues in China, North Korea, and other Asian countries with heavily restricted media environments. Additionally, other U.S.-funded services facing significant cuts include Radio Farda, a Persian-language broadcaster that has been blocked by the Iranian government, and Al Hurra, an Arabic-language network that emerged after the Iraq invasion to counter the critical coverage from Qatar-based Al Jazeera. In a statement released by the White House on Saturday, officials declared that taxpayers are no longer on the hook for radical propaganda, a charge that had rarely been directed at the historically staid VOA, which has long been focused on countering communist narratives. Trump has consistently criticized media coverage of his administration and has questioned the rationale behind funding VOA, which operates under a firewall designed to protect its editorial independence. These cuts come at a time when countries like China and Russia are heavily investing in their state media capabilities to compete against Western narratives, with China often providing free content to media outlets in developing nations. An editorial from China's state-run Global Times commented on the declining influence of VOA, stating that the monopoly of information held by some traditional Western media is being shattered. The editorial further asserted that as more Americans begin to break through their information cocoons and see a real world in a multidimensional China, the demonizing narratives propagated by VOA will ultimately become a laughingstock of the times. This series of layoffs and cuts to U.S.-funded media outlets raises significant questions about the future of press freedom and the role of government-funded media in promoting democracy and free expression worldwide. Observers are concerned that the dismantling of these institutions may undermine U.S. efforts to provide counter-narratives to authoritarian regimes and could impact the flow of accurate information in regions where media freedom is already under threat. The implications of these cuts will likely be felt far beyond the immediate layoffs, as the global media landscape continues to evolve amidst increasing competition from state-sponsored media in other countries. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.